Hello everyone, my name is Susan IKPEA. I welcome you to this special edition of In Conversation with Susan IKPEA, brought to you by Glam&Essence Magazine. It's a special edition for one single reason, though a sad one. On Sunday, June the 14th, 2020, the Nigerian events industry, and indeed Nigerians across the country, woke up to the very sad news of the passing of what was the outstanding events practitioner, Mrs. IBIDUNNI, OLAJUMOKE IGHODALO, the very beautiful wife of the senior pastor of Trinity Church, Pastor IGHODALO. She died while on a business trip to Port Harcourt. That news was one that was so hard for many to receive, because IBIDUNNI was a very loving, hard-working, and exceptionally young woman who in her very little way has touched the lives of so many who met her. She was such an amazing person to be with. To know her was to know kindness, because it came from the heart of a kind person, a loving person, an amiable person. She was also a philanthropist, even in a very unusual and unique way. So many of us know the story of IBIDUNNI, and as she shared it with us, we've had to come to terms with the fact that there is something special about this lady. IBIDUNNI's journey with bearing children, having children, is not something that she kept a secret. She shared her journey with IVF, one she had for about 11 times, and how it led her into setting up her own foundation, the IBIDUNNI IGHODALO Foundation, through which she's helped several women, or should I put it this way, a lot of couples to bear children of their own via IVF. It's amazing that even as she was about to turn 40, that was the project she thought was most unique for her to use as a way of celebrating her 40th birthday, by being a blessing to 10 couples. But that is something she didn't live to see happen, as she died a few weeks before her 40th birthday. To know IBIDUNNI was to know the essence of kindness expressed by a kind-hearted, loving person, ever smiling, always quick to share in people's joy and in people's pain. Many have said a lot about IBIDUNNI, how she has touched them, how she has changed their lives. But for this edition, we turn the clock like to those who just lost one of their own, the Nigerian event industry players. Glam&Essence reached out to a couple of them as they pay a tribute to one of their own.
Oh God, this is my heart is heavy. This is really heavy on my heart. I can't, it's been difficult to come to terms with. I mean, I truly can't believe IBIDUNNI IGHODALO is gone. Elizabeth R. How? I mean, IBIDUNNI, how? You know, when I look at the pictures people are posting out there, I just see someone that's so alive that, you know, you almost don't believe that really this person is gone. IBIDUNNI, your pictures make you so alive, and that's the kind of person you were. Yes, you had so much energy, so much life in you. Your smile, everything, that word of an angelic soul, that's exactly what you depicted. I don't know, the industry has lost a big one. This is, we've learned not to question God, but in cases like this, we're almost tempted to. I just asked God that morning I had, God, why? How? But IBIDUNNI, I know you're in a better place, sadly so, because we'd rather you're here spending more time with us. I mean, you're only going to be 40 in July. Your prime age, you're so much ahead of you, You were truly beautiful soul. The industry will miss you, like I said. You're one person in our industry that I never thought twice about recommending to any of my clients, especially when it comes to decor jobs. You were so creative, so original in your designs. I mean, your attention to details and all of that was literally second to none. You would always bring your A game on for any event that you're asked to do. I remember the event you and I did in Imo State. The former governor of Imo State's daughter, WITHSUSAN. You were the decorator, I was the planner. You know, normally when I do events, I would sit down, conceptualize every different aspect of the event as a planner. But with you, I didn't even need to. The moment they said to me the decorator was the video, I was like, we can all go to sleep because you would deliver. And you delivered. The same thing in October when I recommended you when I was asked whether I felt you were competent enough to handle that 60th. And I said to the client, definitely, IBIDUNNI would do an amazing job decorating and even planning, because I couldn't take the job to plan because it clashed with another event that I had the day before. So I recommended you highly because I knew you would deliver, and you did an absolutely amazing job. And I remember getting into that venue and seeing the beautiful chandeliers dropping from the ceiling. It was breathtaking. IBIDUNNI, that's who you were. You would definitely pay attention. You would go all out to deliver. You know, I remember coming to your event, doing an event at your event center, and you came behind me while I was walking. I didn't even see you coming. I hadn't seen you in a long time, and you came and hugged me. I mean, that's one thing you were known for. Your very warm hugs. I call them the real hugs. You hugged me so much, and you said to me, sis, this venue is yours. Anytime you want it, don't even ask me price. Whatever price you want to pay, sis, your family, this is yours. And I laughed. You know, I'm like, you do wakajo, you started. You're like, sis, yes. So you were so respectful. You know, push, we will miss you, IBIDUNNI. I also remember, I haven't heard from T.Y. Bello what your wish was for your 40th, to make 40 couples happy through IVF support financially. That is you. You will always give. IBIDUNNI, I pray we're able to make your wish come true, even in your absence. I'm completely available to, support the project, to make sure that that dream you had that you wanted to come true comes to pass. The industry will miss you. I pray that your brand lives way after you. I pray that all the staff that you had will continue and keep the Elizabeth R brand alive. I pray that your foundation will remain alive. So that all the people that were depending and hoping that they would one day benefit from your foundation would definitely do so, even in your absence. But God will bless you, my darling. God will bless you. Heaven has given an amazing angel up there, and I know that all the angels have their hands open to welcome you, because that is how a beautiful angel is welcomed up in heaven by His grace. Sweetheart, God bless you. We will miss you, IGHODALO, and God protect all those that you have left behind, all your loved ones. God console and comfort them in Jesus' name. God bless you, my darling. We will miss you. Take care.
The mentee of late IGHODALO of Elizabeth R events. She's really going to be missed, because my success as an event planner, my success as Busy Bee Events cannot go without mentioning IBIDUNNI, because she was the one who put me through everything, the foundation of events management that I know. I worked with her in between 2007 to 2009. I also interned with her before I started my own business in October 2009. She's a very down-to-earth person. She takes you as her own, as her sister, as her blood. She ensures that, she keeps asking, are you okay? Do you need anything? She was just someone. She was an angel. Even back then, we used to call her, angel. When Bonix, so let's say angel. She's truly an angel, and she will definitely be missed in the event industry. She made a huge impact in my life. She taught me the basic things that has also influenced my own giving back to people in the industry. We will definitely miss her. She's an amazing person. Even after I started my business, I invited her to come as a speaker for my masterclass. She was at the maiden edition and she prayed so much for me, the convener, and for all the participants at the event. Even when we traveled for training in New Orleans, she was there. We had a one-on-one talk. She's been amazing. She's been an amazing person. She will definitely be missed by me, a mentee, and also the event industry at large, because I can remember that even in my academy, when we are doing top event planners in Nigeria, her name is always on the list, and I try to share my story of how I started my event business and how she was of great influence to the growth of my business. She will definitely be missed. She's a true legend, she's an angel, she's a gem. And I pray that her soul will rest in peace. Her family members, her husband, her children, her mother, her siblings, God will strengthen each and every one of them. Thank you very much.
I'm making this video on behalf of the event industry in general. What can I say about IBIDU? I think I met IBIDU like 1990, maybe let's say year 2000, when she started with ushering, and then she grew her business and she became one of the rallying forces in the event industry. I joined the event industry later on, and I remember IBIDU laid her standard. She did so much, and she's been doing so much. She set so many landmarks. She's done so many things to bring and grow the event industry. I remember when they started marquee rentals, which I went into. IBIDU was one of the first that started doing marquee rentals. She had so many of them. She worked, nationwide. She's done so many events for so many people, high net worth individuals. And one thing I've realized in this last 1 week that we've been talking about her death, or less than 1 week, is the love she showed and sowed into so many people's life. I was saying to her best friend today, Bonnie, that when did she have time to do so much for people? And Bonnie said, Bola, that is IBIDU for you, and it's like, what this thing has taught us basically is we should show love, we should do what we can when we can help. What is your legacy? That's what I'm taking away from my death. What legacy are you going to leave? What will people say about you when you go? Because definitely we will all go one day. But for IBIDU, her good works are speaking for her. She's made so many women mothers today. She's helped people grow their businesses. There's so many in the event industry that said, from being an usher, that's how they got into the event industry. That's how they're doing what they're doing now. So her legacy lives on, because there are a lot of byproducts of IBIDU. She has been a pioneer in so many things, in so many areas of the event industry. Until her death, she was doing so much. What was she doing? She was helping build isolation centers to save people's life. She's always giving, and she kept on giving. I read somewhere on T.Y. Bello's page that she was going to make 40 women happy by paying for her IVF. How selfless can that be? We all know IVF is not cheap, but she was ready to do that, and she's been doing that for so long. She's always been a giver. From what people have been saying about her, so many tributes. I woke up this morning and the first thing I saw was Tope Alabi video, and I started crying. And then I finished with Tope Alabi's video. I posted it on our Nigerian event industry group, and we're all still sober and thinking and all that. And then yesterday I watched the Zoom service of songs, but I heard a child singing, but I didn't know it was a child. And then I went online and I heard and saw a child singing, and I busted out in tears again. And everybody was like, Bola, did you have a personal relationship with her? I'm like, no, it's not about having a personal relationship with somebody, but it's about you feeling, because this death is something that we all hold, and one day it would come. But when you go, what is your legacy? Everything IBIDU has done, she's left a legacy. Some people at 80 years old will not have done what she's done in 14 years. I would say her event career was a period of 20 years, and look at what she's done. So we thank God for her life. I feel for Pastor Etwa so much. I saw him yesterday with the kids, and I'm like, wow. But you know what? He left something for the man. there's the child, there's the two children there, and I know through them he would gain some happiness. And you know, I like the way he has been taking this thing. You know, I watch him on Zoom, and when people are there, he's just like, well, I can't question God, Kabiyesi. And that is what I'm leaving this video with. We all have our reasons to say why now, why her, you know, why did it happen, but can we question God? God is an unquestionable God. So may our soul rest in peace, and may God be with us. And if we relate so far a while, we all pray that we'll grow old before we die, and we'll leave a good legacy. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is a tribute from Brothers participating to IBIDUNNI OLAJUMOKE IGHODALO 1980 to 2020. IBIDUNNI was an event colleague. She was a strong woman. She was very hardworking. She was like a mentor, a role model to all of us in the event industry. We look up to her. She was an amazing lady, also beautiful in her heart, a positive-minded personality. She worked so hard till her last moment. She inspired most of us. I actually fell in love with her when she won the Miss Loss Beauty contest, and ever since then I've followed her. I've seen her as a role model, as a gem in the industry. She has been a source of inspiration to many of us. She was kind. She was passionate about people.
Auntie Bidun, we'll miss you, and we'll miss you very, very much. Your news came to me as a very rude shock, maybe due to the fact that I still saw you last weekend at an event, and you still looked so beautiful and graceful, and to hear your death is a rude shock to all of us. You were a good woman, and you lived a very good life, and you working with us in Ogun State during the last administration added so much value to me. Your professionalism, your work ethics, it was something I looked forward to each time we had to work together as a company. I know you've gone to rest now, and I can only say that may God grant you eternal rest, and may your family have the fortitude to bear this loss at this time. Rest on, angel, till we see you again. We will all miss you in the industry. My name is Taisha Ebolomo, and I run MP events. Good night, Auntie Bidun. We will all miss you very much.